Good afternoon, everybody. Start off by saying I'm honored and humbled that John Mayer and Steve Tisch would allow me to see this process through. I'd also like to thank Mike Kafka for the job he did here towards the end of the season. Obviously, finished with 2 wins at the end. He did a phenomenal job keeping the guys together, competing, all the way to the finish there. To our fans, I understand, the wins haven't been, what the expectation is. And, I'm fortunate enough to be tasked with getting the organization and the franchise back where it belongs. And that's the goal as we move forward. We're going to start the search for the next head coach of the New York Giants. As soon as I leave here, that's what we're going to go start focusing on. And, we're going to get the right person to lead the franchise. And again, get us back to what the standard is. And that's competing for championships on a yearly basis.
Wow, Joe. Wow. You sound a bit nervous, my mans. But I understand why, though. I understand why. The record is definitely nothing we wanted to see at all. But I must say, I know you had a few busts. Evan Neal, horrible. Deontay Banks, horrible. But to be honest with you, when you were picking those specific two players that failed so miserably, the entire fan base wanted you to pick those players. So for them to go like, oh, that was you, Joe. That was a bust from Joe. No, they all wanted Evan Neal. Every single one of them wanted Evan Neal. And they were all happy about Deontay Banks. They just didn't end up happening. But you can't look at a few bad moves in the draft compared to the great moves he has made. I mean, he got us Scatterable. He got us Jackson Dart. Marcus Bow is looking like something. Abdul Carter, but anybody would have picked Abdul Carter. We got Neighbors. Now, we could have picked McCarthy, right? If he was really, really that terrible, he would have picked somebody awful. So I think Joe has done a great job drafting. I'm not going to lie. I think he's done a great job. And I think he's putting a great team together. Now, what happened this year was we couldn't finish games. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it's our coach, too. Because you got to think, we couldn't beat Dallas for the life of us, right? With Dable, we couldn't even stand a chance against Dallas. Like every single time, they were just spanking us, just beating us over and over and over and over again. It was no different, really, with the Eagles. Maybe we had like one game while we had Dable, or maybe a couple games this year as well, where we got our lick back. But really, for the most part, they've been stomping us out too. Now, Dable, before Dable, and a little bit after Dable, we was beating the brakes out of the Washington Redskins or Washington Commanders, whatever you want to call it, Washington football team, right? We was spanking them. Like, I mean, they were just the little guys, They were just the little guys. They were beneath us. They look up to us. Now they got Jaden Daniels, and we haven't been able to beat them. Now, Brian Dable sucked against our division. I mean, he was horrific against our division. He broke many, many, many terrible records, right? Terrible records. And I know he started off hot in 2022. I mean, he started off hot. And then our boy got hurt in 2023. He comes back from his injury. We don't let him get enough time to get his feet wet, and boom, we send him off. Out of here. Now you got your guy. You start off the year with Wilson, and then you go to your guy. And with your guy, you win the first game. You're like, wow, he's looking kind of good. But then those losses in the fourth quarter, like the Denver, that one really kick-started off. From then on, I mean, there was no forgiving, right? You had to go. Because you let go of a quarterback who was killing it with the Colts until he got hurt. So maybe we didn't give him enough time. But I'm glad it went the way it went, right? And we got Jackson Dart. I'm glad to have Jackson Dart. I'm very happy with Jackson Dart. Very happy with Scatterable. Very happy with Tracy. He's coming up too. I don't even mind Singletary. So I love the running backs, love the quarterbacks. Jameis Winston, I mean, I wish he could be our backup forever, you know? So he's going to be our backup, so that's going to be great. So I love Jackson Dart, and I love his backup. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Our defense is looking strong. Yes, we need to change a few spots, and I don't think Deontay Banks is working. I mean, it's just, I don't understand why he's not working, though. Honestly, I don't know. But he doesn't seem to be working out that well. Now, obviously, I don't think it was really necessarily the players. I think it was more the coaches. I really think it was the coaches. I don't think the coaches, a defensive coach, I mean, he needed to go. I mean, he had to go. He had to go. I don't even understand how Brian Dable got fired before him, before Shane Bowen. My goodness. He should have been fired right off the rip. But nevertheless, though, I wish him nothing but the best. I'm sure he's a great coach. Both of them, Brian Dable as well. But we need a coach over here, okay? First of all, I don't think he's going to keep Kafka, right? I was under the impression if Kafka wins out, he's definitely going to keep the job. He obviously, I mean, the first game he lost in a similar manner as usual. And then the next two, he lost really, really bad. I mean, that game versus the Patriots really, really ticked me off. Oh my goodness, that just, I just have this anger in me, But then when we beat the Raiders, I was happy. The way they beat them, right? Because if they would have had a close game, I would have been mad about that one, honestly. Like, if it was a close game and we lost draft position and it was a close game, I mean, we suck. We really, really suck, and we need that draft. But no, we dominated them, and we should have dominated them because we was a lot better than our record says we were. That's for certain. But I think I thought he was going to keep Kafka after beating the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys came in and he was like, oh, we want to keep this streak. We're going to keep Dak on the field. They took Dak out after the first half. They were like, nah, we ain't winning this one. Nah, these guys are determined. They're not playing around. And, it's not like their draft was going to change by beating us or not beating us. So they definitely wanted to keep that going, But thank God for Mike Kafka and the entire Giants organization to go in that game, all the players and everybody involved for that game planning, to go in there and beat the brakes out of Dallas. That was so important. That was, I don't care about the draft at all, not even a tiny bit when it comes to Dallas. Okay, Dallas has been doing us so wrong, and it was such a blessing. I wish Dak didn't get out the game. I wish we would have beat Dak all the way to the fourth quarter. But, of course, they knew they was going to lose, so they took him out. So it's sort of like, throwing in the towel is what they did, right? So that's a great win. And it's not like Brian Dable was ever able to do that. And this man was able to within 6 games of his head coaching career. So that's something to be looked into. I think that he beat Dallas. I think that's a big deal. I think he should be considered for sure. But yeah, I wouldn't mind McCarthy. I like McCarthy. I think McCarthy did pretty good with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, maybe when he gets in the postseason, he seems to be kind of falling off, but maybe different people in the building, you never know. Like, they might just match. They might just click and change something for us. And next thing you know, he's just winning us all types of championships. I do like McCarthy. I think he has a lot of experience as a head coach. The Stefanski guy, he's not that bad from the Browns too. He has a lot of experience too. He was twice coach of the year. So there's a few options out there. But it seems like Joe is going past Kafka. That's for certain. So I don't think Kafka is going to be it. But anyways, guys, I haven't been making too many New York Giants videos ever since we lost to the Broncos. Like, I haven't felt right since then. Like, I mean, it's just, obviously the other games were similar to that. But yeah, that one really, 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 really hurt. And the hurt really started when that game happened. So It's been a tough year, guys, but it's gonna be all right, though, man. I feel like Joe is gonna handle it, man. I hope he's not so. He looks so stressed out right now. His voice is cracking, and you can tell. Yeah, he's been losing a lot of sleep. He's not happy about what's happening, and I love, to be honest with you, I love to see that he's nervous. I love to see the fact that he understands he was almost out the door, and he understands how important this buildup is, and how important it is for his career for this buildup. So I am happy with Joe Schoen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's gonna do great things. I think he's gonna do great things, and I think he already did a few great things. I mean, together as Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, that's a big deal, right? I mean, yo, we got Burns, we got Abdul Carter, we got Thibodeau. What? Are you kidding me? These guys are monsters up there. So I think Cordell Flott is a monster too. I like Holland as an addition. Adebo, I love Adebo. I think Adebo is one of our top corners. Phillips was great. I mean that whole, like, where Phillips is from, that whole joint came out nice. Everybody did great in there for the most part. But nevertheless, guys, what I'm trying to say is I think Joe Schoen is the guy for certain to move forward. Hopefully he finds the right coach, and he's going to have to find the right coach. And as sad as he looks right now on the screen, his life is really like that right now. Like, he's really going through it because his job is on the line right now. And I just like the fact that he understands that. And you can tell it's putting fire under him, to get this right, to get the ship right. So hopefully he does exactly that, and hopefully we prosper moving forward. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be watching the playoffs because my team ain't in there, so I don't give a fuck how you feel. I might watch it here and there, but I just get pissed off. If I don't see my Giants in there, I don't even like it. I don't even like 31 teams. I only like one team, and that's the New York Football fucking Giants, baby. That's it. I don't like nobody else. I just like the New York Football Giants. I despise all the other teams. That's it. The New York Football Giants. I can't have nobody win in there. I don't want no Trevor Lawrence to win that. I don't want no Bo Nix to win. Definitely don't want no goddamn Bo Nix and Sean Payton to win that. Definitely not. Obviously the Sheagles, who wants them to win, right? There's nobody that I want to win this. Maybe Bryce Young. You know what? Maybe Bryce Young. Yeah, I root for Bryce Young. Why not, right? Yeah, he's overcoming stuff, man. God bless the kid. What? Bryce Young? Is he playing for them? He gotta be. I don't watch the Panthers. I don't watch none of them. I only watch the Giants, guys. I know everything inside out about the Giants, though, but we ain't doing nothing, so I'm going to be hibernating for the most of the year with the Giants. So I'm going to be attacking politics, but I'll be back next season, though. And maybe if something pops off or something, I might come through. But, yeah, you won't be catching me doing too many New York Giants videos. I mean, I had enough this year, and I'm sure you had enough as well. But anyways, guys, I'll give you my thoughts, and I know for a fact you're going to give me your thoughts on the comments down below. Don't you dare forget to like, subscribe, share to everybody about Culture of Excellence, baby. And I'll see you in the next one. Be safe. Go Giants, baby. Go Giants.